YouTube, how you doing? Hey, I'm back again. It's K.I.M. Keep it moving. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good, because I am praying for you. All right, you guys. I just want to let you know that this is another good day. And every day that you wake up with breath in your body is a good day. So we're going to go on with this good day and continue reading this book. This book that I'm reading again is called The Peace Posse. Peace Posse. Yes. So I'm about to read it in your hearing, and we're going to start off from where we left off at, which is here where we saw downstairs there's something standing behind one of the young men's grandparents. And Cool Mel is going to continue to tell you what's going on. I hope you like my ears. Hey, from Disney. Hey, from Florida. We are definitely praying for you during this corona time. And we are praying for the whole world during this corona time at Just Start Over Ministry. So, thanks again for checking us out on our page. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And everything else that we're trying to do to show that Jesus still cares and he do love you. Okay, so we're reading this book, Cool Mel, okay? So Cool Mel is about to continue on because, like I said, one of the young men see something standing behind his grandparents. So he says to Cool Mel is saying to the children, I'm sorry that you all had to see this sight. I know in a way, it looks quite a fright. Okay? So he's telling the kids, it does look quite frightful what you're seeing, because he opened their eyes and they could actually see the evil spirit behind one of the students' grandparents. So Mel goes on to say, if you can overcome this icy grip, you'll have the power to sink his ship. Okay? So he's telling them, Cool Mel, telling them, if you got the courage and the strength to block his icy grip, to overcome his icy grip, because that is what the adversary, the devil, and people that are evil try to put an icy grip on you. And if you can overcome their icy grip, Cool Mel's going to tell you, you can definitely sink their ship. That is what Cool Mel says. Cool Mel says that. Now, let's go on. And he says, but no more rhymes, he says, and his identity you'll hear. Now, he said, I'm not going to rhyme with you no more. That's what Cool Mel says. But I want you to know his identity. I'm going to show you his identity of who you up against. Okay? All right, so Cool Mel's going to go on, and he says, the name of our enemy down below is better known as. Cool Mel's pointing down, and he's showing the kids down through the floor that the name of our enemy is better known as. So let's see what this name of this enemy is better known as. And we're about to change the page on over, and let's see what he's talking about, because it is juicy, ain't it? The book is juicy. It's a real good book. Hey, there's Cool Mel, and he got bigger, baby. Let's see what's going on. Fear is his name. Fear is his name. Did you see my face? Fear is his name. I just did that to make it a little more dramatized. But yes, fear is his name. And look at his face. And he's smiling and he just grooving. He's just loving it. Because he got fear in your heart. See, when you have fear in your heart, it stops you from doing things, And we all have had it, Sometimes, you can have fear before the Lord, and the fear try to stop you from surrendering to Jesus because you think, oh, I'm not good enough. He ain't going to accept me like this. I've done too many bad things in my life. I'm just, a nobody, he don't care about me. All those things is a lie from fear that don't want you to know the truth. See, fear will come in and try to block you from knowing the truth that you are beautifully and wonderfully made in the image of God. That God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whomsoever believe in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. See, fear try to come in and try to block those things that the Lord wants to tell you. Well, let's see how fears continue trying to block these peace posse from succeeding to get the school to do what they want them to do and try to give a little comfort to the people who are being bullied and pushed around. All right, let's go on. All right, so Cool Mel says, fear is working on your grandparents. Kyle, that's what Cool Mel told Kyle. He says, he's actually been there all the while. Meaning that fear is always there inside of you. Always. He's not going anywhere. His object is to block and stop and hold you up from whatever the Lord has for your blessing, to know who he is and to know that he will fight your battles for you, and you don't have to worry about fear anymore, because fear can't beat Jesus. Fear run from Jesus. Yes, it does. Okay, well, let's go on. All right, so Cool Mel is telling them that fear has been in their grandparents for a very long time, and that's something that they struggle with. So he says the boy Kyle, because that's his name, and here he is when Cool Mel is telling him that, he is so upset, and he is just not wanting to receive this, and like, this can't be with my grandparents. So here we go. So Cool Mel says, fear, let's go and stop him. That is what Kyle is saying. After Cool Mel told him about what fear was doing, he said, fear, well, let's go and stop him then. I see him down there. But what we all know is that fear is invisible. It's in the thought of the mind. And then it comes into the heart. And then it messes with the soul. So that's what fear does, But the Lord said that he comes to take away fear. And comes to let you know that you can live in this life and have a form of fear, but he comes to take it away from you. Once you know Jesus Christ as your Savior, you won't be feeling fearful anymore, because then you know that he came to give you life and give it to you more abundantly. And fear does not belong in good life. Okay, all right, so we're going to go on. And then, so, Cool Mel is standing there, and it's that, and someone says, fear can't stop. What? Cool Mel says, fear can be stopped unless one of you has the courage. Fear has many goals, and one of them is to discourage. Cool Mel telling them fear can be stopped, but only if one of you have courage. See, because sometimes you could be in a whole group of people, and there has to be a leader, because somebody is fearful, somebody's undecided, somebody, okay, I'm with you, but then it has to be that one that is standing on that battlefield for everyone and saying, we have the courage, we can do this. If we do it together, We can do it because we know united we stand and divided we fall. So let's keep standing together, united in this cause. So he says to the young man, Cool Mel, touches him on the shoulder, and he says, but to prevent courage. This is what Cool Mel is telling him. That this one right here, he comes to prevent courage. He comes to take away your courage and add to the fear. So fear, Cool Mel says, fear can freeze you and cause an inaction. If you give in to fear, he gets satisfaction. Fear can freeze you in your mind. And if you give into it, he'll get satisfaction. So we have to continue to say to our mind and to ourselves that, no, I'm not going to fear that. I'm not going to, even if I don't have all the credentials that you may have. Or even if I didn't go as far as you went. And whatever you did and your goal. And if my goal is still here and your goal may be there. But I still don't feel fearful because I know I can continue to move and do whatever goal that the Lord has for me to do and bless me to do it. So I'm not afraid of anybody's achievement or anybody or whatever anybody can do, because courage, be strong in the Lord and the power of his might. See, that's where the courage comes for a person that knows how to deal with fear. You take that fear and put it under your feet. Well, let's go on and see what they're going to do about this fear. And as Cool Mel told him, fear comes to get satisfaction. So you have to get satisfaction of courage to be able to tell fear, you're not getting satisfaction here. I'm going to get victory and you're going to run. Okay? But Cool Mel saying to the young man, we can get through this. And then the young boy is saying to Cool Mel, because he's looking, and he's saying to Cool Mel, he says, but why are my grandparents afraid? See, because he is a little like puzzled because his grandparents has been the one who has always been strong to him and always been a problem solver to him and has always never seen them be afraid of anything. You know, they've always lifted him up. So how can you be afraid when you're always lifting me up, you know? But let's go on and see. Now, Cool Mel is going to tell him why his grandparents are afraid. And I'm going to tell you this right now. He said, his grandparents, things are bad all over. And I think letting our children try to save the problem of violence is dangerous. So this is why his grandparents are afraid. Is because they feel like letting children try to save other people's problems, it may cause violence to the children. So the parents is saying that they think this is dangerous. But it's not really dangerous. Let's go on and see. But this guy right here is putting that in their minds to discourage them from having their posse club in the school. Because he knows that the posse club is probably going to do a really good job. And that's what he does. He tries to discourage you because deep down he knows that you have a calling and you're going to do a good job. So I want to tell you right now, thank you so very much for listening to me. I have to cut it a little short, but don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and look at the next episode. Talk to you soon. Love you. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.